reason we were just able. Okay, so now I'm adding all of these destinations for us to land on. I'm gonna add Phoebe's and
Hey, Keisha, my love. You still in Orlando?
but we lab on Phoebe's social media.
Yeah,
but
we
yes,
live on my social media
I'm
with the
listening to.
podcast. Glenda's got it set up so pretty in here,
No,
y'all. We're trying to make it happen. I'll be honest. All that.
I possibly do.
Bucket
but I
time,
don't
we
know how
love the
much.
table. Why? Because if you see a red ass, get your ass out of here. Y'all, but I had started going live and I was on my way here to the podcast.
Y'all
telling my friends that I'm in
y'all
my
can come
feelings.
get it and call and see what's on there.
Yeah, I was telling them I was in my feelings because.
And tell her to come in with the key so I don't have to come down.
We losing us. We losing, y'all. We not winning. We may be winning individually, but as a union, as a community.
Mega, are you versed in any of these technical things?
So
I know you don't. Okay, Basis. So we've been live on here for 9:22.
Right.
Now, when I go to invite, I'm gonna just go to invite. I messaged through your messenger, but okay.
So you trying to invite people?
I'm just trying to get y'all on one platform, and then so that we can all be heard, and it's not like just on Phoebe Live or my live.
Who's this calling for?
You've got a text message.
G-Ball, that's you again?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, get that. Get him like over there something.
Okay.
Okay, so G, were you able to enter the studio? Obviously not. Okay. I see we back on the chat, but oh no, who is Gino G-Ball Taylor?
This my phone?
Okay, let me see.
Your phone.
It just looked like a black screen. Okay.
Hello. How are you? I don't want to knock on your head. How you doing?
Here I come, Nadia.
What up, D-Ball?
Our issue, right? In our neighborhood. You guys joining us. Wow. So right now we're trial and error, and it's okay. That's life. So joining in, we're gonna get it together. And I did.
So we
gonna
doing-
post our action tonight.
I need to take off these shoes. Oh my God.
No problem, Mega.
Walking on white and shoes.
Okay. Don't know if y'all just got a new link, but we on all my social medias live. I think we're on all my social medias live. This is my third time trying to produce a podcast. This time is with some of my closest friends, artists, producers, writers, but childhood friends. I bought the equipment. It looked like it's so easy, right? But now that I'm trying to use the equipment and get everybody signed in and, actually have us use the function. We on a group chat on our phones in different parts of my house. No, I don't. I'm using my phone. You could call. You know how to do it. 7815. Yeah. Now, if you want this special drink, I got. Okay, it's in the freezer. Gee, wait, where's my phone? I sent the link again, G. That's what I'm talking about. Let me go like my shit with you, G. My segment for this show was cannabis. I got my shirt on. I'm repping my people, Hemp Life, Mia Hart Hemp Life. I'm repping. G-Ball is in full effect, writing as he always is, smoking, and being that patriarch for the unit. Big ups to Safe House Records. That's so crazy. Whose phone is facing my wall with my swords on it? Okay. So G-Ball, try one more time. I'm not going to end the stream. It's a new one I sent. I just hit end stream, but I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go to the previous page. You see what I mean? Because I was on the screen all by myself and I didn't know, like you said, I'm entering the studio. I'm in the studio. I've been in here for 15 minutes, 42 seconds and counting. But you being in the full, okay, let's see. I'm just saying, you being in the full screen. No.
It's pretty regular.
Yeah. I'm glad you came, Mega. Even though I want us to be able to do this wherever we are. Automatically add share screens. Yeah, guess. I'm gonna go back to guess. I'm gonna hit. I mean, I have, but really, did I come up, G? It don't say anywhere enter studio or view. Well, I'm on the chat with StreamYard, and I'm having a horrible time StreamYard. So up there in that right hand corner, it's not asking you to enter studio or join visually or whichever one you want to. YouTube. Okay, whatever. Yeah, whichever one you choose. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. When you don't know an app, when you don't know how to work a system, you gotta figure out how to work a system before you could just like pop out there. I mean,
It's all trial and error.
exactly. We gotta have some sort of production.
When I play with shit long enough, I figure it out.
Omega, are you able to record your group chat? Just curious. What you doing right now? Like what we in right now? Our general this
Recorded on what? On my phone?
or I'm not. Yeah, are you recording it in any way?
No, but what I can do is make a TikTok.
Oh, I see your face. But are you on the same StreamYard as us?
Oh, wait a minute. Me? You see me?
Okay. G-Ball, I really appreciate your due diligence. I feel like everybody got very preoccupied in their own mind. And then Omega had to get here, so she fucking was driving. And now we trying to, but you just been sitting there like working it like I'm working it, and if your ass pop up, I'm just gonna be like, that's that nuke, that G-Ball nuke. It went black. Okay.
It did. Is that a Mac G-Ball?
Can't post comments to some destinations.
Wow, why it wasn't let me do on my PC, but this will work. That's right. Maybe I'm gonna put shit in on it actually. And my personal computer is at home.
Go. I don't know, G. Go to YouTube. No, I don't want to leave site. That's what I did last time and fucked up. G, can you refresh your email and go to your last email and see if I sent you a new link?
He said video unavailable.
So it say I'm live already. Guess when I go to guests can stream to their own destinations. Guests can see viewers. Yeah, green room. It's no banned guests. They tripping.
Let me see. Let me say inner studio.
Say inner studio, Megan. Inner
That's what
studio.
it is. That's what it just said. Inner studio.
Inner studio.
Continue. Inner studio. Can you see me? Oh, I'm talking about can you see me and hit it? All right. You see me?
Okay, I see Omega because she is a producer, director, writer. She's talented, she's patient and intelligent. She stuck with it and she came through.
Now,
To stage. I just added her, so let's do it, G-Ball. Come on.
let's go.
You next.
There we go. We in there. We in there. And you can hear me too, right?
Now to go now, Omega is for you to link it to your destinations. If you want to go live, if you just want to record it.
Okay.
If you want to go live on any of your social medias, somewhere in there, you should be able to go to something that says add destinations, and then it will add all of your links, all your handles. It's got a lot.
Stream this to your, it's a stream to your audience. Okay. Sign up for free. I don't want to lose you. Sign up with Google.
Okay.
Oh, no, this one. Continue.
So I just feel very accomplished already that Omega is on here. If I could get G-Ball and Phoebe on here, then I'll have something to work with. At least I have like something to work from, because we was working from nothing. And nothing with nothing is fucking still nothing. So we got a little something now. Omega's gone. I don't know what happened. Okay, she'll be back. She's looking at other things. She's trying to. Yep, I do see you. And then it's not. There's nowhere where they're asking me like to let y'all in or anything like that. Like that pending email message or whatever the message is. Like if you chime in through that, it should work. Shift 3. It's say good. Shift 3.
Hi guys, we're about to get it popping on the
Shift 4.
Shine Light podcast. As you can see, Gwen is getting together. G is coming in with
Shine a light on them is our local radio station. I don't know if it's Power 92 or WGCI. We called this Shine Time because me and Phoebe got a joint call, a song called Shine Time. And I mean, everybody and their mama doing a podcast, y'all. I don't know what these people talking about, but I know one thing. I don't see enough or hear enough from Chicago. I don't know of any super popular other than our syndicated radio stations. We don't have no underground. My homie Direct got some shit popping that he do. I know about. G-Ball, do you know about any producers or artists that's in our circle? And not to say that my circle is like not a nationally syndicated circle, but I just don't see a podcast that's getting the tick that, you know, a lot of other cities are really, really getting. Like, you know, of course, you got Gilly and them putting their thing down. I watch a lot of podcasts. I love Stephen A. We was gonna talk about sports at some point. Ah, here come G-Ball. I see you, fam. I see you. I see you. Your name is there. I don't group layout. I want to do this group layout. Okay, so it's a shift. There's G.
Can I see him? No, I can't see him on my phone, but it's okay.
Right. Okay, G-Ball went through YouTube.
He went through YouTube.
It didn't. Okay, I'm adding you to the stage. Add to stage. Add to stage. So now the four of us. Now, if people are watching through my YouTube Polish Nail Academy page, Glennis Nail Pro page, or Glennis Alexander, because I'm all those people. Then they see me, you, G-Ball, and Omega, G-Ball, and myself. Phoebe is walking around my house live. She
On Facebook.
On Facebook Live because, you know, we did this out of necessity, y'all. Like I was saying earlier, it's like a gap that needed to be filled because I hadn't heard my realest people talking about the issues that's really impacting our community from Chicago, whether you live here or not. G-Ball lives in Seattle right now. You know, he's a bi-coastal type of person. He's always, you know, in another city, in this city, in that city. But I wanted in different cities, but I wanted him to be a part of this. So I'm trying to use a platform that you could chime in from wherever you are. We don't have to just be on our own live, but like my personal, that all of us could build our presence on our own social media pages, because that's important. We all got something to sell, something to talk about, but also so that it could reach more people. But G-Ball's in Seattle. Omega just came back home from St. Louis. She is also a resident of Atlanta. She, you know the tea down there. She know what time it is. She know, just the vibe, the culture. We, like I said, are all bi-coastal, been living different places and traveling. So I wanted to use something that we could all talk from wherever we are. I see just your nose and lips, Omega, but it's cool. It's giving me this Rihanna. Yeah, I couldn't see your eyes. Yeah, it was giving me that Rihanna.
Wait a minute, and when I go back, can you see
Have y'all
more?
ever seen Rihanna's podcast? She's small. You can't never see her eyes like she. Well, you can, but that's what Omega just was giving me.
Is it giving? It's can you see
If you
more?
want to use this too, Omega, I don't know if it'll clamp on over there, but it might hold your phone better.
It's not, because I got. Well, you know what? Let me take the back off. It's the case is heavy, so my case is laying there.
You just needed to tilt it so we can actually see you.
Like this.
Now, can y'all see me on y'all StreamYard?
I can see you.
Okay, G-Ball, and is my sound good?
Yes.
G-Ball, say something. Yep. Okay, so now we just need Mac. We just need Mac to chime into this one. But real quick, are y'all logged into y'all destination spots also?
I believe I am. I think I did.
Chime your different social media pads into this link that we're doing right now. Like, is your Facebook connected, G-Ball? Is your Instagram connected? Is your YouTube page connected? Because it's a little area across from the duck that say Shine Time over to the right. There's a little pencil that says edit. And in that pencil, you should be able to add destinations.
It says stream this to your audience.
To your audio or to your audience?
Audience.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then is it giving you different options for your audience? Is it giving you like all those handles, or asking you to connect all your different handles? Do it then, G. Let's do it. I wanted to use this as like, you can't pre-record and test live. I wanted us to test our ability to all go live and then link in our social medias.
Right. I understand what you're saying. It says sign up for free, so I'm gonna click on it.
Yeah. So
I understand what you're saying.
yeah, because the goal is that we create a social media presence, let people get to know us. But I'm not gonna just be with my phone all day, like showing y'all what I'm eating for lunch. It's just
I
like
am though.
I'm not about to. I mean, and that's fine. And everybody got a different personality, but how they want to present themselves online, whatever the case may be.
Join the chat, and I'm gonna share you some guys to chime in on that platform. Is that okay?
You know, just like what Mac just did, she has her own thing going with her following. They expected her to be online at 2:00, so she followed through and made sure that the people she told that she would be live and that she was gonna be there to talk, where they talk. But I got Omega and Glenn. Are you on? We want you to be on too now, because our goal, not that you can't be on here, but our goal still is that we are all locked into our handles.
So to have that like there. Okay, this way. Come on. So, because the light, now I can see you.
You can see it a little bit better, yeah.
So I was going to do
So
one more
I was
turn.
asking my producer director, we could do a whole big turn. This is a test run.
Okay.
Let us get our shit right and together. And whoever's watching it, take our examples and then use it for themselves. Whatever, right. Give us some feedback, chime in if you want to. This little box give us our laughs, our applause, you know, if you want to do all that extra production type of stuff. But if that's better lighting,
Much better.
okay. So I wanted to show y'all the Chicago toothpaste. That's why I opened my blinds and all that. But actually, you know, we don't let people looking out in our house.
I do. Not for real though. Not for real. During the day, because they can't really see inside.
I got two. They probably got binoculars. How they do it outside. I left my car window down. So the people on my block, they came, take dark garbage bags to my window. While it rain.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, they observe it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got kicked off.
They don't care.
Are we kicked off, Omega?
No. G not in here no more. G-Ball not in here no more. Yeah.
No, Glenn is I'm on here.
G-Ball was just in here. He not in here now.
G-Ball right there.
Oh, I don't see him on mine.
Mac, you on mine. Right. You not on yours.
I know, it's okay. I'm with you.
All right.
Right?
Well, if you're one of those people that you were just talking to chime back in, then they could have. G-Ball, I'm gonna get off the phone. Okay? So I can see if I can hear you through our podcast.
Is my sound gonna bounce off y'all?
No.
I don't know, Mega. You might have to come over here with us.
Okay, let me see. What would I?
That's good.
That's good. That's perfect, actually.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. It's Omega Mariani. Oh my god. She's amazing. No, let me stop.
I did 50 minutes already on that. I didn't even realize.
So do I need to turn
Oh, do I need to turn mine off?
I don't know.
Oh, this is perfect.
I might need to unplug the audio out of here so that everybody can hear. You want me to come out so
No,
Omega can come in?
Oh, so it could be us three like this. There we go. Y'all. Hey, Shine Time. It's our first podcast streaming. We getting it together.
Oh, God.
I think so.
Maybe you need to put my phone down. What happened?
Why did you turn it off and on?
We still on, we still here though. So it's something still. No, we froze.
That's okay. She gonna do it.
It's gonna come right.
I'll do the deal back. Let me see. I got a little time. It's gonna come.
Who all jumped on your live, Ted?
I had a few people that came. It's on my page, so you need to check it out later.
Trial and error. Gwen, where you get this equipment from? Did you? Oh, that's super dope. Okay. So I'm still in here. I'm gonna stay in here just in case it's on. Yeah. You gonna make me drink? All right. I'll take it.
I put some food in the air fryer. I need to go check on it.
What, Demi?
Demi's next door.
Good is like, Demi's next door.
Yeah.
Like, mommy need a little second.
No, right. Demi's it'll be probably shot time. It'll be Demi time. Like, I can't wait for you to meet her. So you
I can't
understand
either.
the level of full concentration that you need for her. And
I know Francis had fun with her. Francis and
first of
Tisa.
all, they tell me I don't pay her enough too. So yeah. She
Oh
got
my
everybody
God.
wrong.
Do she?
Everybody.
No.
She's
She's the youngest in the family.
Diva.
She a boss baby.
She is like that hope. If you ain't got no hope, have a baby. Because they don't know nothing but resilience and
Mm-hmm.
Innocence and all of that.
Yes.
You know,
I just
all
see
we
Michael.
gotta do is continue to protect it. Man, G-Ball, come on back, G.
Let me text him.
Come back,
I
G.
think that is that him coming in at the bottom.
Because,
Somebody said Angie Ball, come on back.
well, that's our
That's
last
talking.
talking.
Yeah.
Oh, turn y'all laugh volume down. Thank you, Star.
Oh,
Thanks, Star.
we.
Send me an invite. I don't know what I'm doing, Star. Why you didn't come produce my show? BB said, where the fuck is Super at? But I was trying to tell her that this was the BB Max Love Me and Roxy show, and we got to get this shit together on our own. But it would have been nice for tutorial friends. It would have been nice to, you know, down. I think that's cutting down. I think. So how you get all of this? Oh, hit at the stage.
Oh, okay,
Now,
those
that
are
one,
keys. I don't know how to do that.
hit
That's what we
at
do
the
at Canton.
I mean, come on now. I thought these
Yeah,
girls
I'm
got
learning. I'm
degrees
learning.
in this shit.
Well, this is
playing.
a platform that I
No, this is like this is yeah.
This is something a little different. I can learn it. So now I need to add G-Ball.
I just knew that she was. Phoebe said she would be here at 1 o'clock. I thought she was gonna come and take over my computer, add her computer, do that production shit. You know what I mean? Like, tell me my lighting was wrong,
I'm
turn
on
the
now.
camera around, set up my.
I mean, I did, but I just didn't. I was on my time.
What she was on. She was on her in her feelings.
I was in my feelings.
She was in her feelings about. Can y'all hear us? I guess you can. Text me the link. What's the link? How I'ma text me the link, Lord?
How do we share this on Facebook?
Okay, so these are the places that is live right now. What I did was added Mega and G-Ball as co-hosts, and then me and you as administrators. So
You got a strong echo going, G.
So you can add your destination spots, or maybe you can add hers, Glenn can add his.
You got a
Hey,
strong.
G, we
you got
can't
a
hear
strong-
you. Hold on.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go to your page.
I'm gonna take this out. Hello?
Yeah. Hello. What's up? You took my voice out. What's up? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Can anybody hear G-Ball?
Testing 1 2.
Okay, y'all, I'm live again. Let me go back. I'm gonna go on my page and tell everybody to join in on this one.
So she say my volume was too high,
Well, we live right now. I can hear it.
but I can't hear G-Ball. Hey G-Ball, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't mute them. Don't remove them.
I can hear y'all, but y'all,
It's some on his end.
y'all can't hear me. You can't
G-Ball,
hear me.
we can't hear you.
Right. It's something on your end, G. Everything good on my end.
G.
Okay, I got my notes so we can,
G.
once we do it, I can get started.
G.
Yeah.
G, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yo.
He said he can hear us. We can't hear him. Say something.
Right.
I can't hear you.
Testing
yet.
1 2. Testing 1
Mute it
2.
out?
Testing. Testing 1 2.
G-Ball, hit your mute.
Is he unmuted?
You're not muted.
He
You
not
can tell if he
muted.
muted when you push mute mic.
Testing 1 2. Testing.
Edit mic settings. Okay, let's see.
Tell me something now.
G, say something.
Testing.
Mic
Maybe I
check.
should take these mic. What is
Maybe
this?
you want me to hear us.
That
My
goes Cuz
volume-
right
my
there.
volume
Hey,
is
Cuz,
all
I
the way
see you. She said hi.
My volume is up.
All right.
There we go. Hey, everybody.
You can hear me now?
Yeah. I'm gonna have time.
Yeah.
Yo, you got me now?
Everybody, welcome to Shine Time. Somebody's phone off.
Me.
Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to Shine Town. We got it together, y'all. Y'all see my friend now. I just stepped into that. Yeah.
Teamwork make the dream
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Okay, so I'm your host, Phoebe Mack. This is your host.
Slug Nina Ross.
I am your co-host, Omega Mariani.
We got
G-Ball, the
we all
Godfather.
hosts. I don't know
G-Ball,
if you-
say something.
Ball the Godfather.
All right.
Okay, so let me
What's
tell y'all
up?
how this
We
got
in
started.
the building.
We in the building, everybody. This got started with we was at my friend Glennis. Y'all know that's my friend.
Okay.
House, and she invested in this, and this is something we wanted to do. And so we talked. We had a couple meetings while doing nails and hanging out and saying, let's come up with a title. Let's do it on Sunday. So we're here. So Shine Time. We just gonna kick it off. I'm Phoebe Mack. Y'all know me from the neighborhood, from Cabrini Green. Lived on every perimeter of that neighborhood, near North Side. You know what I'm saying? Right, the Gold Coast area they call it now. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes.
And Omega's also from that neighborhood. How would you describe your neighborhood, Omega?
To me, it's beautiful, right? Where we grew up at, our childhood was amazing. It's a few hiccups. It could be better.
What's the name of your community?
Near Northside, Old Town, Cabrini Green, Cedric,
Hudson,
all that.
Row House,
Right.
1300 block, all that.
North and Clybourne
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
where I met them,
Lincoln Park.
which is the Omega Center, Omega Supreme of the city. I mean, everything is at that corner of North and Clybourne right now. Is so much money in that community. Where are we in that? Are we still the ones shooting each other? Are we still the ones like being project people? What is project people? The people that they put in these designated areas to work and build these communities up to what they are now. And now we not in them.
Well, I don't know. Do y'all remember when I worked for Old Town Chamber of Commerce? And I was talking about this. I was an intern, and Paula Barrington, thank you. That's still a good friend of mine. Bless her. She gave me the opportunity to learn some things, and in my day when I was really understanding what was happening, what gentrification meant, what was Marion Stopes and Regina Stewart and the sisters was fighting for that neighborhood, and with politics, that's when I was really getting into it, because I was learning what they was doing when it was really monopoly. Like I was just making a connection of what the monopoly game really come from, and it was real estate. So my job as an intern was to do a few things. I was like kind of her right hand, but assistant. But one of them was to deliver. If you know, excuse me, if you know about Architect, it's a little long round sleeve and it's rolled up paper and it's in the inside. The blueprint was in it, right? I learned that. Like, I opened it one day and was like, "What am I delivering? Like, what's going on?" And so I saw what what they were going to do to our community after the fight, which was Marion Stout and them. So at this point, I started learning, they're so many years ahead of us. So I started even back, like even with slavery, we always say this 400 number, but we got to think they were thinking maybe 150 to 100 years even ahead of that, because they had to build them boats. Just think, those things take time. So even when they were gentrifying all the projects, that was already in the making. Once it was sold, those condos were already bought. They were giving us crumbs. So I would go back to the neighborhood and my guys and be like, y'all don't own none of this shit, but y'all killing each other. Like, I was that voice, right? When they tear this shit down, you're not going to be able to pick up a brick.
Not one.
This is how it's going to look. They're going to put the picture up, the little sketch they put up. Well, this is what it's going to look like. I had saw that, 25 years in advance? So imagine the planning before that.
So
right?
Matt came to high school. She was working for
after it was after a little bit.
Just a little after high school, and we graduated high school in 1996. So a little bit after high school, when she was an intern at Old Town Chamber of Commerce, she saw the blueprints for how the north side of Chicago, in that area, that North and Clybourne intersection, how it was going to look after the projects, how it was going to look after the tear down, and she came and told us, and we were like,
a lot of people they can't do that. Where everybody gonna live? I'm telling y'all, right? I'm literally arguing with people, and then I'm saying now the aftermath is the spread out of the different gangs and how the city of Chicago violence has grown, because we're so segregated still. You have the black community, the Asian community, the white community. We're still segregated.
Well, let me tell you, to me, what they did to us and our brains way before, like she's saying. They made us think we needed to leave our communities. Like, I'm still in my neighborhood, not far from where I grew up, because not because I'm so loyal to my neighborhood. I'm West Side. No, it's because I know that this is prime real estate. I've known it my whole life. Rockwell Projects is 10 minutes from every epic place in the city.
So was Cabrini Green.
And so was
we were steps away. We were steps away from
Rockwell was miles away and a few miles away, but Cabrini Green was steps away. Literally, you could see the beach from Cabrini Green.
Yeah, we used to walk everywhere.
Exactly. So I went to Lincoln Park. I met these ladies.
Walk downtown to the beach.
Exactly. I lived in a community and got bused to school, and then went to Lincoln Park, got accepted to Lincoln Park High School, and met these ladies who were already a part of the non-gentrified, low-income project, right? But right now, the best prime real estate, and has always been the best prime real estate in the city. So what they did, though, is they started convincing us that we need to go to college and move out our neighborhoods. They tell you to move out your neighborhood. It ain't shit. It's bad. It's horrible. But like Matt was saying, they knew 100 years before that they was going to build the projects and tear it down. They knew that they was going to give us a place to stay, to build the railroads and the CTA and the roads and the this and the that. But they also knew we're going to relocate them after. So all of the good black people, my gentle readers, is, to me, when you're talking to the ton and the ton keep coming back, that's something that the English people resonate. They know who they talking to. They talk to their community and they tell their community what to do. They tell them when to buy real estate, where to buy real estate, where to come, what to do to stay on top. So they told us a long time.
On top of what?
Leave. Huh?
On top of what?
On top of
us.
Money.
Okay.
On top of the creation of money. On top of capital. On top of real
top of
estate.
us.
So I'm
Generational wealth.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I saw a documentary.
On top of us.
This man,
On top of us, G.
on top of us, like we at the bottom. But this man had signed a 99 in the Twin Towers in New York, and he had signed, and it just so happened I'm flicking through channels, and I was like, wait, what? 9/11? What? Because I want to learn a little bit more. And he had signed a 99-year lease. He had the 99 was done. So imagine his people set them up for 99 years, and he signed a new 99-year lease in the Twin Towers, and then they came down, right? When they came down, he had just signed it. So look how many years ahead of the game was he for his family and his grandkids, his great-great-grandkids, his right? So when I'm saying today I was in my feelings because I'm pleading with us in our community. I asked for 20 people join me so we could start building our own schools, libraries, fields, banks, whatever you call it. We could just start with one beauty supply, even if it's a liquor store. Let us own at least one of them. I mean, come on, let's do it.
I didn't know that they did that to the. You said the Twin Towers.
Yeah, like in New York, you know how you have those businesses like Willie. What's those? It's Lynch and IBM and all these different businesses. Chase, JP Morgan,
Google.
All these people, they got a floor or a few offices, and they signed these leases for this long. So the generation is constantly, you're gonna take over the business, son, daughter, whoever. Then so forth and so on for 99 years.
Did y'all know?
I've never heard of a 99-year lease until I saw that documentary.
Did y'all know, man? Did y'all know the mayor signed a contract to lease out the Skyway to a Russian?
So they can make that money over a few years, so we could pay back some debt.
I thought that stuff was owned by the citizens, by the city.
No,
like they leased it out. So them toll stops on the Skyway, they go to a Russian.
Okay, that's like the new parking system that go to a certain company that has nothing to do with us either. Like they sold that contract. They put all these different. Listen,
like that's why that's why that's why the vote, when people talk about our own vote.
But they talking about their own vote because of the mindset, not because of the trickery. The trickery went so far back.
The trickery.
They don't understand what they.
The trickery goes so far back that people think it's stupid to vote.
Yeah.
People are still wanting to vote for people like Trump. People, it's embedded in our DNA, and that's why I feel like it's a little deeper.
But that's what escorts the trickery in.
Which means all of these factors.
Not participating in the process.
Exactly.
Not participating in the process. We that just enough percentage at the top that if we was all together and voted one way or the other, it's the ultimate power. We got the ultimate power.
To piggyback off that, G-Ball, the Godfather, I would say the ultimate power would be us spending money with us, because we spend money. Right, our dollar is the top dollar in America.
I gotta agree with you on that.
Like, I know you can type fast.
Yeah,
one is just as important as the other in this country. In this country, one is just as important as the other. So if that was a dual action that we took and united on and had a united front, it would cancel out how we treat it. It'll cancel out what we neglected. It cancels out on what we entitled to. So many fights that we go through would just cancel out if we moved together. No matter if we let's just take the election for example. No matter if you're voting for Biden or if you're voting for Trump, or if you're voting for independent. But if we all did it together, then it would give us the most power, because everything else comes up like this. We the determining factor if it goes this way or if it goes this way.
I'm gonna say,
and we don't use that. We do not use that.
I always felt like independent was a way of getting out of being Democrat or Republican.
I'm not to cut you off. We're supposed to have our reparations already, but we got people that look like us that's blocking it, that's using trickery, saying if you don't vote this way, you can forget about the reparations. And we can't just issue out payments to black people, or we can't run on a ticket where we saying we're gonna do this just for black people. But every other policy and every other settlement and every other reparation that was paid out to a certain ethnic group, it was paid out to them particularly.
Only. Yes.
Them only.
Absolutely.
So, but when it comes to black people, they say we can't run on, we can't say we finna do this exclusively for black people, just for black people. So what we don't get the same, like, but see, we having this discussion with somebody like it's like we validate them by even discussing it with them, because it shouldn't be up for discussion, because slavery happened, and slavery only happened to us. Nobody else went through that.
In
so
America.
they talk about their 5-year Holocaust, and that's not to put nobody else's atrocities down, but they don't hold a candle up to what we had to deal with.
It didn't happen in the same era.
And
500 years.
Right.
500 years, 5 years. Come on,
Okay.
y'all. It's like,
And so now I want to go to our listeners. We have a Shree Royal. Hey, cousin. We voted for a black man, and how much was he able and willing to change? You know, and that's another thing, able and ability, right? How
yeah, but I still hold Barack accountable, because
of course
he had
we should hold each
executive
other
pen.
accountable.
He had an
Because what?
executive. He had an executive pen, so he could have done some things that he chose not to do to satisfy other parties. He could have done some things. He could have done some things, even if an executive order without legislation backing it is only during his term, but he was in there for 8 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so now thank you guys for chiming in on our first topic, which was basically the violence, and we kind of went all the way back to why we have violence against each other. Yes, it's systemic, and so now we want to move on, and we're going to talk about this topic. I'm going to introduce Omega Mariani, and her topic today on Shine Time is Black Love.
Black love. What's black love?
Tune in.
Oh my God. Baby Mac, what does black love mean to you?
Oh, okay. Black love means to me, okay.
What does black love mean to you,
Anna.
G-Wall? Let's talk about your marriage. How long have you been married?
I hate how this camera looks. Okay,
We're going to get
I've
to
been married for 14 years.
There you go.
Don't worry.
I've been married for 14 years, and we've been
Talk
together
about
for
it.
17 years. So,
right.
It definitely takes friendship, because without that, you wouldn't last. You wouldn't last without it, because you got to be on the same page, and you got to be like this. And a lot of times, different situations put a strain on this, because the friendship wasn't there. So you got to be able to, everything ain't always sexy. Everything ain't always, it gets real.
Speaking of friendship, right? I've always ran into like real crazy, tricky type situations. Okay, some of them I refer to as relationships. Some of them, but with that being said, the guy that I'm with now, we have been friends. So when you just said something about being friends first, we have been friends forever, and so that has played a key role in why our relationship is still successful, very successful, and growing even stronger, even the year after we, locked in. Go ahead. How long you been married, Phoebe?
9 years it'll be, and been together 15. I think even talking about our last topic, this is maybe what we need to be trickling down, that black love. You know what I'm saying? For each other, and showing our children that this is important. Mm-hmm. Like, because we gotta love ourselves and love each other and love the family. Yes. And there is the king and the queen of the household. Like, I think maybe if we even start getting back to that inner love within self, a lot of those other things, like what's happening in our community, right, will have an effect on the trickle down. Yes. Like, we got to get back to loving ourselves, because we talked about that too. Like, even with the crack epidemic, we weren't loving on ourselves. We weren't loving on ourselves as Black love because one, the Black drug dealer sold to the Black community. Therefore, the Black community decided to buy drugs and we had.
They froze up.
You didn't have to make him drive all the way over here for the bowl, man.
I told him to wait. I didn't make him do nothing. He chose to do that.
Yeah, he could have given it to you when y'all went to.
Don't you think I know that? I know that, Mo. But if he chose to do that, I'm not gonna stop him because I know you want your bowl back.
So that's how you told him. My wife want her bowl back.
Bring her shit. Yeah.
There's Jawan. Yeah, because when he. Here we go. We back, Jawan.
Sorry,
We
guys.
back. We back. His ear where the.
We back?
Yeah, we back. Can you hear us really good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sorry guys, y'all. We like that you're giving us grace and mercy because we still learn. This is our first day one on Shine Time, and we still all shining, and you guys who are listening are shining too. And so now we're about to go to our next topic, y'all, which is the culture couch. Glennis, come on back. If she's not here, she was setting up some stuff. So we got the culture couch coming up next, and then okay. Let's go to who can quit it. So the who can quit it is Trump. We think that Trump can quit it.
Let me turn it down.
Yeah, we who could quit it. So we at the segment of who can quit it, everybody, and we decided that Trump and he can quit it. You know what I mean?
Doing too much. Who ready for this debate?
I mean,
it's
not just
entertaining.
Not just with that, right? I feel like he could quit it because let's think about this, right?
He do too much.
No, I'm just saying privilege. White privilege is a real thing, and he can have felonies and this and that and run for president. But we got people with felonies who can't even vote.
And the jail is full.
We got people who
can't vote.
Meg saying the jail is full.
Right? Like in addition, for example, like cannabis is what? I don't know what the percentage is across the states about cannabis being legal, but you still have people in jail for things like cannabis. Like to me, once y'all made it legal, so y'all can capitalize on it, free everybody that got any case that got to do with it, take it off their record, blah blah blah. Same thing. Okay, so if Trump can still continue to run for president, that means everybody who got federal offense or 3 X's or whatever state you're from, whatever those laws are, y'all need to just redact those things. I'm sorry, it's over with for that. So at this moment, Trump can quit it, and now we at our segment on Shine Time. Who is time to shine? So today on Shine Time, I picked that Denzel Washington gets to shine. I don't know if y'all saw it. It's trending and it's viral on all the social media platforms. But he was at an interview, and this is tying back to our Black Love segment. What he did was on his interview, he FaceTimed his wife, who he know didn't love that, and called her. And the chemistry between him and his wife while he's somewhere else and FaceTiming her, the love of that. So Trump can quit it, and Denzel Washington, you get that shine, baby, on Shine Time. Woo, 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 woo. Right now, y'all, I'm doing all the background shit and everything. Y'all got to give me an award for this. All right, we're gonna move on, right? Our next segment is the Culture Clouds, but we had Slugging and Rossi. She had to take a break because she's been doing our background stuff and everything, and we want to give her a shout out for welcoming us as the Shine Time team into her home, into food. She always do that. Y'all know these my girls. If y'all know me, y'all know these two, right? And that one on thing, G-Ball, the Godfather. So the Culture Couch now is the segment here, and that's Glennis, and her topic is cannabis.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about cannabis because we want to know, with the legalization of cannabis in a lot of states, almost 20 now, how do y'all feel like it's impacting our culture? How do y'all feel like it's affecting our kids? Is it a new norm? Do y'all feel like it is positive or negative? That's, to me, the big question about cannabis and what it's doing. Now, I got a shirt on.
G-Ball smoking.
G-Ball smoking.
I'm a little high myself right now.
Yeah,
I'm just having a cocktail.
We all have invested interest in the cannabis industry. Whether it be a real invested interest, like you have a business that you started, which Mac does. She has Grass Greener. Grass Greener is an ancillary company of the weed industry that supply
organic
outside of dispensaries. Mm-hmm. And most ancillary companies they sell what dispensaries do not sell, right? So they sell a lot of edibles, homemades, different things. They make things,
for health
they
purposes.
Produce things. People who have been working in the cannabis industry most of their life, because before it was legal, we were still using it. Hemp products are used for almost everything at one point in time, and can be used for almost anything. How do we break in the industry that's only been alive since 2020 in Illinois? How do we make money in it? How do we tap into the industry in all our different ways, other than just using? Of course, it's not just we know the benefits of using. We know that we've been easing our anxiety with the use of cannabis. We know we have been treating a lot of our mental illnesses with cannabis. We know we have been killing a lot of our physical illnesses, the pain, the suffering, with cannabis for years. And now that it's becoming legal in a lot of states, how do we feel like it's impacting our culture? Is it for the good or the bad?
Okay, well, I'm on the fence with that one because it's good and bad. And for me, I'm talking the financial wise and how we get involved. And I did a little bit of research, and I'm not saying I'm an expert. So the first thing is you have to get some type of certification so you can learn about it. Mm-hmm. In Illinois, and I was telling a lot of the guys in my neighborhood, if you didn't have a GED or if you had a felony, they had a program where you could go in and get certified so that you can work for their companies and their organizations and the marijuana dispensaries. Because during COVID, I was watching. I'm like, we're closed down, and it's only supposed to be essential workers. But I had saw that they were building up these dispensaries around the neighborhood, like the one, it was a medical cannabis on Roosevelt, Western,
Ogden.
and Ogden. Now it's called Zen Leaf, and Zen Leaf is one of the big ones. But I would tell some of the guys, like, okay, come from underground, go get certified, go be a manager of a dispensary, where they were starting off with $60K salaries in certain positions in those areas. But you have to do a little bit of investment in yourself. And so I would tell some of them, well, it costs $250 or $275 or $600, and I don't get it where you do, because I saw you with $250 Jordans on. So to me, you could have invested in yourself in that, and that's just a whole nother topic. But it's one way. It's not another
topic. It's
I'm just saying that's one way.
It's a part of this topic.
I'm just saying that's one way to invest and get into the cannabis industry. Another way is if they have classes for you to take, like at Governor State University, like real credited classes where you could pay for certification. Okay, and G-Ball the Godfather has something to say. Sorry about that.
I just got 4 letters. OTE.
That's
we
3.
Vote our interest. What's 3?
You said you got 4 letters, and you said 3 letters. He froze.
V-O-T-E.
Okay, you going in and out. That's why. I'm sorry. Say it again.
V-O-T-E. Yeah. V-O-T-E. Vote. We got
You
to
right.
vote our interests. Vote our interests.
We need to
We
vote
have
our
to
interest.
vote.
I agree.
So
We need to vote our interest.
who gonna satisfy what we want?
Well, I'm gonna say it start before the vote process.
Who-
It start too, like for example, when you want things to happen in your community, it start off with a simple. I'm gonna put it out there and a petition. So you have to get a certain amount of signatures. So even start way before then. So you get a certain amount of signatures, and you say, "Hey,
you can get all the petitions you want, and then the person in there who got to sign off on it.
I'm saying in the beginning how it
vetoes
starts.
It started at the vote.
Well, it don't start at the vote. You have to go before that before it can even get on the ballot of voting. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess what I mean by start at the vote is that it's things happening in legislation and in planning so far ahead of. Yeah, but if we don't know what the vote is, the petition is bigger, like.
Well, the petition starts where we need this change or we need this vote or we want to, for
Right,
example, that's what I'm saying.
vote.
It start right there.
So what are we voting for? Like, do people know?
And so that's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that people need to understand what they're voting for. A lot of people go into these into the rooms to vote, and they know the candidate's name. They don't know the exact position they're voting for. They just voting, and they're voting based on popularity, majority, things like that. So until we understand who and what we're voting for, then it's gonna always be a little lopsided.
We keep diminishing how important the vote is, because the vote monitors everything in our daily life.
It does.
The person who voted in can stop things that we want and need. People that we vote for can make things that we want and need happen. That's a lot of power, and we psychologically underestimate that, or don't make it not as priority on the priority list. That's a big fucking deal, because a lot of things start at the top.
Yeah.
It all starts at the top. If we know that they're planning,
not having funding,
centuries ahead of us, when are we going to get back a part of the legislation?
On any said initiative, funding, no funding. Like, that can be the difference. Long story short, without going into all the little details, but
I agree.
Who we put in there is so important. It's like beyond words, beyond measure. And the lower you get, the more important it is. Believe it or not, because they don't tell you that. But the closer you get to your doorstep, that's how important working your way out to the presidency. That's how small the presidency is in comparison to your ultimate.
Yeah. In your community, yeah.
But we got it flip-flop.
Right. And we already voted for Trump, stupid ass.
President Biden. No, motherfucker, what is your alderman on?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
What is his budget?
Okay, and
where
then
is he going? Yeah. A lot of us can't even answer them little simple questions. What is the alderman's budget?
Or your state representative who manage your whole district.
What can he use it for?
In your community or the school board. We just go on and on, right?
Which is why I go back to the Black community, or just people in general needs to be educated on what and who we're voting for, right? So from the beginning of time, since our generation, a couple of generations before us, they always told us like, your ancestors fought and died for our right to vote. Okay, now we got the right to vote, right? But what and who are we voting for? A lot of people are
missing the community
huddle. Classes set up for
that. But I see somebody saying that it's rigged in the door. But if it was rigged in the door, would Obama have really got elected? And then when
I think so.
Because they control everything. Yeah.
We're
yeah.
missing.
Come on, y'all.
We're
Yeah.
missing.
Let's also say this right.
We're
disagree.
missing the community huddle. We're missing the community huddle.
Okay, so
Where
G-Ball,
is-
can I wait?
We
So
took
can
out
we
the
all
church.
can't talk at the same time? So G-Ball, when you say missing the community huddle, can we start with that by saying the education? Because we didn't get educated on this process like you said,
Go back
which
to
means
the
we have been cheated again, which means what Cherie Roy, who's one of our viewers, are saying is, I believe it was rigged in the door. Of course it was.
Mhm.
That's historical facts.
So the community huddle, because we gotta be unified first. We gotta be on the same page. And the people
So
need to know, listen, and the people need to know what the huddle is for. This is what the huddle is for. We want to get this done. In order to get this done, y'all gotta go to this and get certified over here. Y'all gotta do this. Y'all gotta do this, and y'all gotta do this, and actually implement a function, a charge for the people to play their role, and that garners the unity, and it allows people to be able to make the right decision when they get up to the point where a decision has to be made.
yeah.
You know,
Indeed.
Go in.
so we can do that in small increments around the city, and then make those small increments meet together on some next level increments where it's a smaller group of people, but more concentrated from different areas, and keep the same, and then we march toward whatever our objectives are, no matter what they are, no matter who, and then we know who our players are. We familiar with the people who we put up there because we put them up there. We sent them. They didn't come from left field. We sent them. Everybody know who he is or who she is. That's such and such niece. That's such and such cousin. So we know what type of pedigree we putting in power. And now it's already understood what's gonna happen, because this is what we already discussed. And this is an actual team member that's in place, that can vote on policy. And then the more we gain
That's
that, the more
basically
power
what
we
y'all just
have
said.
as a
Obama
people.
was the
We
plan.
have no power collectively. Everybody individually strong. Everybody's strong individually. But collectively, we ain't on shit. So we got to turn the page on collective
And at the end of the
power.
day, right. And at the end of the day, that was our initial conversation, and everything kind of all flowed together. But we got to get better. I'm talking about us and my people. We got to get better on our unity.
We got to buy real estate. We got to buy real estate. I don't care if we have to pitch in 50 people buying this building. Then that's what got to happen.
Oh, that's what I said earlier, right? When we were talking about
5 people can buy it, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. If 5 people can buy it.
A bank.
People, if it takes 50 people, then goddamn it, it's 50 people purchasing this building. Mm-hmm. That's how we get it. We gotta, and that comes from being unified. Because how you gonna get 50 motherfuckers to sign on with you to purchase something? Mm-hmm. Talking about some real estate. You see what I'm saying? So the unity component can already be put in there, and what puts that in there is, what did I say? What did I call it?
The community huddle. The huddle.
Community huddle.
I think we have a huddle in hip hop, and we not using it.
The gang's huddle. When we needed to holler, we had a huddle. Some call it a goal, some call it whatever. But
I feel like the gangs has been disenfranchised also. Like they took away our leaders in the gangs, and they left none but a bunch of kids. Yeah. And the RICO indictments, the this, the that.
They was grown kids. They was grown kids already. So
the structure is missing, the education is missing, so the love is missing.
How do we add it back though?
And that's what we add it back. Yes, we can add it back. I have somebody.
We gotta put it back.
Yes, my husband said we gotta start with the little kids, like
the next people.
Down, right?
Well, I don't agree with that. Start with the little kids. We definitely include the kids because it's about the future. So the kids is part of it, but we have to start with regaining some power.
Exactly.
And how do we do regain that power?
Because of the onslaught of constant attacks from every imaginable position, from the sole of your head to the sole of your feet to the crown of your head, attacks from every direction. That's because we powerless. You can't even protect the kids if you ain't got no power. The power comes from a unified step. That's why the military lock step. We ain't got the agree, but we gonna lock step so we can stay powerful. Now you can break off and hate me, or you can break off and disagree with me, or we can break off and fight. But we gonna show up together. No matter if we going left or right, but we're gonna do it together.
I agree with you because a lot of people that
until we get back to that,
they fight wars that they don't believe in, but they in it.
Until we get back to that, keep your dukes up, keep a helmet on, because that's what we got to deal with.
Do you believe in gangbanging? Do you believe that gangbanging can capture the minds and
I believe it's a part of history,
culture,
and I believe
can capture the minds of our youth to create a new culture?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say
I agree.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is this.
I think because some gang members actually grow up.
Exactly.
Some gang members actually survive and have the grace of God.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I kind of disagree with that because that kind of is another factor that separates us. So gang banging to me is the gun violence and the shooting and this. Now, if you want to say unity or the gang or the huddle or the community, that's what I'm saying. Party. Because if you, I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is today the youth consider gang banging as enemies.
Gang members are still a part of the community.
Right? If you listen, let me finish. Let's not cut each other off. Gang banging today means rivalry. What we're saying is different. We can't say gang banging. We need to say community huddle together.
I disagree. Gang banging for some who we trying to reach and who are out in the street shooting mean community.
No.
Yes, it does. It's just what's bad about it is just you got all these little cliques where nobody is listening to a majority. It's no majority. It's no to get. But at a point when the civil rights movement started and it started being called gang banging, when it wasn't a gang, we weren't gangs. We were actual community activists together united. We were named gangs. We were
That's all it is. It's community activism.
Okay, but what I'm saying,
but what I'm saying is connected to the culture is what we should be trying to do. Connect to our community in a way where, bang, bang, bang. Y'all hear it in all the music and all the rap. Gang. Who the fuck is your gang though? Our gang gotta be one. It gotta be one gang.
Okay.
It gotta be one.
We are on the same page with that.
If it was, generational curses would be exempt, and we'll all be on one page. From the gangbangers of the civil rights movement to the gangbangers of now, where they've changed all the stigmas, because all they do is change our images in our head of who we are, and they use them against us to make us think it's bad. But at the same time, they let us glorify it to continuously brainwash us
so they can monopolize on it.
So they can monopolize on it. But I was watching the news
because we never grew up
in another state because of the internet, and he was using all the Kendrick Lamar verses against, he said,
who was he?
The newscaster who was talking about the journalist that was reporting the weather was using Kendrick Lamar's beef rap against Drake to display the news. And he was like,
weather or the news?
The weather, which is the news, because it's in the syndicated news doing a real broadcast in the middle of the day all over in that community. It was a local news weather reporter who used, that ain't us over here, we ain't over there. He used lines from the actual
to explain the weather.
They not like us over here. They not like us over here. They not like describing the regions who was not having tropical storm weather. I mean, it is so deeply embedded in
That they
American
steal the
culture,
culture.
but we still are not using it to our own advantage. We created it, we made it, and now we let them take it and dub it to talk to us when they're not even really talking to us. They just perpetuating negativity and bullshit.
Which separates us even more.
Separates us
And so
even
that's-
more.
yeah.
So to me, the words like gang, that's all over the radio station, gang.
But and that's why I don't agree with that, because
gang.
right now gang banging is a negative connotation against us. So
But-
that's why I'm saying,
that's
wait a minute, let me finish. That's why I'm saying that we need to unify community. Gang banging means shooting each other. We against each other.
Mean
Revenge,
No,
but
it
that's
don't.
what
that
they
to
do.
us, but to them,
That's what
but
it's
to
doing.
them, they are
Problem-
able to use it loosely, like it means us.
Hey,
But
let me
to
say this.
us, we
let me
ready
say
to
this
move
to
out of
Fee.
our neighborhood, stop fucking with each other, because people talking about gangs. But
Let me
if
say
we
this
was
to Fee.
really in the mentality of our gang,
It's just what we're talking about right now is just
I'm sorry. That was unity.
what we're talking about right now is what the title we giving it is what may have us going in different directions. And let me tell you why. If you ask me, just between us, am I affiliated? Yes. But am I gangbanging? No.
Right.
I can name 10 more people that I'm affiliated with, and they out here wearing safety shit, walking the kids to school. But are they gang members? Do they have status? Yeah. Like a lot of them can move the crowd, but they actually walking the children to school. They getting budgets from the city to help try to keep the neighborhood safe. So that when let's not get caught up in the titles and labels.
Do they keep us tame by creating these
In
ways?
a way, I agree with that has some truth in it. But would I rather see them walking the kids to school to make sure they safe, or shooting at each other and fuck the kids if I hit one, okay, whatever, and if I don't, they lucky. That's the difference. So I'll take the first one. I'll take the safe, the mindset of wanting to keep the kids safe, even if it's getting a budget from the city. And that got its own separate scrutiny. That whole program, because what's the objective with that? That look funny to the kids that's on the street hustling. And like, y'all done flipped on us, so it's just a lot of little things that where the devil can creep in and make somebody do a devilish act.
And that's why as a unity, with that, what you're saying, G-Ball the Godfather, that's why as a unit, we need to take our top 3 issues, come up with top 3 solutions, and stick with it. And nope, we're going to do it like this. We're going to stick together. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to commune and build us.
An agenda that works and that's executed.
And that's it, and that's all. We do it when we have to work for a job. We follow those laws and rules when we work for someone's organizations that's been built. You have to do step 1, step 2, step 3, so that we can reach these goals, so that we can follow our strategic plan, so that our top 3 goals of the year before the fiscal year, all of that happens. That's what we need to do as a unit. So,
is that our plan for this podcast?
So,
can you just imagine? Can you just imagine?
I would like to
listen? Can you just imagine that taking hold and black people? It'll spread it across this motherfucker from coast to coast, where people down south and up north, where black people we don't get on the internet from noon to 3 or from noon to 6. We don't do the internet no more.
Or don't purchase nothing from no other culture but us.
But I'm saying either one. We could start where to start at. It demonstrates.
Boycott would be the most powerful
whatever.
thing.
Listen.
I think boycotts are the most effective things to do. See, this is what I'm saying, G-Ball. What, like Phoebe was saying earlier, but it's like at a cutoff, because we don't like to use the language that we created. But I'm a rapper. I'm an MC, and I know everything I've ever put out was never with negative intent, like I wanted to kill somebody or shoot somebody. I was speaking about what was relevant, what was epic, what was big in my space. And in other parts of the world, that's nothing. But now with the internet, it's entertaining for some. It's big for some. Or it's just a point of concern and we can connect. So that's why I wanted to do this podcast, is because I feel like we're not really using our intellectual property that we put out all the time. We let them use it against us. We let them change it around, use it for newscasts and sportscasts and podcasts to really like
they get to monopolize on our talent and skills. They get to fuck with
our brain though.
And they
yes. Continuously are brainwashing us with social media and everything else, where this collective is not being talked about enough. It become too controversy. It was a person talking about Black Love who died of a heart attack. I'm not saying
I know you're talking about. What was his name?
I'm not saying his death was caused by anybody, but I felt like he was coming too powerful, and I didn't really like him. I didn't really like what he stood for, but I did see truth in some of the things that he was saying, because
he was giving advice to Black women.
Because he was giving that advice to Black women about how to conduct themselves in relationships with people, with men. I feel like every time we get some sort of platform of power where we're talking, it get misconstrued, and then the culture part of it, they use culture to change it and make it like it's okay. Or they use culture to change it and make it like, cancel this person, but listen to this shit.
Right.
Like, and it's been backwards for a very long time. Like, whoever the government Caesar is for music, it's been backwards for so long. I see the LGBTQIHC community making so much headway, which I'm not against.
Because they unify.
But they are unified, and it goes cross culture.
Yeah, but we should never equate the Black struggle though.
But I was gonna say, on the backs of the civil rights movement, which started it, the civil rights movement for Black people is what's giving the civil rights movement for the homosexual community a platform to act on. So to me, it's like we keep letting them benefit off our work. And I say them because homosexuality crossed a lot of different platforms. It crossed ethnicity, religion.
It crossed all of them.
It crossed all of them. So that group of people are together just because of their sexuality, but they are everything. They are everywhere, and they are everybody. And this is not a diss to that.
You know that.
What this is me saying, if there was never a civil rights movement from Black people, they wouldn't have had a platform to be talking about none of the things that they talk about.
I mean, but in addition to that, a lot of people off the backs of our struggle benefit than us. That's
exactly.
Here's my opinion or my perception of that. We can't keep letting. We can't say they took or they did that. Listen, I'm not saying that. My point is, we still got to be on us regardless, right?
What I'm saying
we still got to have our unity. We still got to do our work. We still got to stick to it. We still got to unify community. Like,
what I'm saying is, the commonality of Black people is more strange than the commonality of homosexual people. You understand? Is that not fucked up? But it's true. Hey. It's like they can find their common. like Vice Lord Gangbanger
Listen,
say, man on the same goal, effort for the same cause.
you
They
know
can
what's
find
opposite?
their goals and their cause and their commonality, but black people can't.
Do you know what's opposite of LGBTQ community?
Give it to
Is
us.
the rest of us.
Mm.
So let's call the rest of us the rest of us. The rest of us is straight or whatever, but not LGBTQ. So instead of saying the straight people, I'm just going to say the rest of us. The rest of us, if we was united because of our sexuality, what does that make? You see what I'm saying? That's the level of that.
That will make us more
That's
valuable.
not black. That's not civil rights.
It's humanity. It's humanity.
Right. These are
humanity.
subtitles. These are subtitles that we have allowed to surpass
The
actual
struggle,
plight
what we're
of
struggling
black
and
people.
fighting for.
The plight. It should never equate the plight. But
So
they'll
even-
get mad if you say that in the wrong circles, you'll have a problem.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Wait a minute. I'm gonna say this. Wait a minute.
Here.
But what I'm gonna say this right here. Even us saying the same thing in different ways, we gotta at one point say, "This is our vision. This is our mission." I've learned this in building a business. Wait, let me finish. I've learned this in building a business. I've learned this in working for other organizations. Everything. We're gonna have to stick to that vision, mission, that strategic plan, and those goals.
But when
we don't have to say that. We're saying the same shit. Say the same shit. Stop saying, "Oh, I'm saying this. I'm saying that." That's what keeps us separated.
They call us a game.
But you see what I'm saying?
When we do that, they call us a game.
So what? So what? What I'm saying is, still, as us four here on
They're gonna
Shine
call
Time,
us something. They're gonna always call us something.
We trying to black
What does it mean to us?
and
To
we
hell with
trying
what
to
it means to them.
uplift us so we can have some ownership, right?
I think ownership is the goal. I think
Definitely.
ownership in a say, ownership in a view, ownership in a piece. Like you said, G, real estate, something that's actually tangible is the goal, right?
And
Having
make those
something.
and listen and make those real estate acquisitions service the community.
Exactly. Say it again.
Make those real estate acquisitions service the community.
Say it again. And the reason why I was doing that, right? I do that a lot when I'm doing when I'm facilitating workshops, is because if you hear it and you repeat it and then you know, like we sticking to that. Oh, I know it. Right? How am I going to work for an organization or lead one when I don't even know the real vision and mission? I'm just coming here to get paid this and that. So the same thing with us as a community. Say it again.
Serving
real
the
estate
community.
acquisitions that service the community.
Thank you.
We it's a lot to talk about that's not happening, but we one step away from it happening. We one step away from making positive strides. It just we just have to make up our mind to do it. You know, and it'd be a lot of things that we so been used to holding us back. So we just them things is just there now on some repeat cycle type shit. My credit ain't good enough, or I ain't got the money, or okay, if you don't got the money, they got the money. If they don't got the money, they got some money. You got to come up with something, and they got some money, and he got great credit.
Let's unify on all and utilize.
And
I think one of my things I said earlier
and she work
today-
at the bank. Listen,
Right.
and she work at the bank, and he do appraisals, and he get the listing from the city, and he work in city council. It just like
When you put it all together, when
we
you put it all
sabotage
together,
ourselves.
Right.
We sabotage ourselves,
yeah.
and
We can really be policing ourselves.
just the people that I know, Phoebe know, Meg know, G know, Mo know, them a lot of motherfuckers. So
But
what
we
are you
have to
trying
have
to
those
do?
people who are willing and ready
What are
to keep all the Godfather.
What are you trying to? So what are you trying to do again? That's why I say community huddles. We could hit the ground running with community huddles.
And on that note, guys, on Shine Time, you have Phoebe Mack,
Omega Mariana,
G-Ball the Godfather,
and Slug Mina Rossi, Glennis Alexander, who stepped away for a second. We love y'all. We'll see y'all again, and peace.